Hey guys, welcome to my third video. I'm going to be playing City Skylines. Different game to what we've played before, but looks really good, so I'm going to get straight into it. I'm going to start a new one. We'll go with left-hand traffic. We'll make it a UK city. Green plain seems good. There's lots of different types to choose from. It's very similar to SimCity, but the latest one of that kind of crashed and burned, and I think this is meant to be a massive improvement. So we'll wait for it to load. Yeah, it's meant to be a massive improvement, even though it's made by a different company, Paradox Interactive, I believe, who are a Finnish company. They've kind of righted all the wrongs. The one thing that annoyed me about SimCity the most was the fact that you could only build within one tiny square. And this game continues that theme, except that you can extend your square up to a total of 9 different ones surrounding. So you've pretty much got the entire map to build on, or you can unlock the entire map to build on, which I think was really important because it's much more fun to be able to build as far as you want, build the biggest or smallest city possible, rather than just being confined to one small square and just trying to manage it. It's good for some people, but it wasn't really something that put me off SimCity. So here we go. So I'm going to ignore that. So you start with your built-in highways, and this is the square I was talking about. So you can extend this there, and there. And that gives you the option to build a really nice large city if you want to, but we'll start small. Now, I never normally plan at all with these games. I just build and build and build and see where it gets me, but I'm going to try and plan this a little bit. What's this? Chirper. It's the in-game Twitter. Keep an eye on what your citizens are talking about. Okay, well that's probably going to be pointless, but we'll keep an eye on that. So pause the game to start with. We'll start with some road. The nice thing that it does is it builds these blocks for you. It like outlines them, so you can, if you want to, you can perfectly line up blocks. But that's more suited to an American style city with the grid system. UK, well, English cities tend to be just a mess of winding, curved roads, whereas America's just across, up and down. So what I'm going to do is we'll try and link these. Okay, I don't know why I can't do that. We'll go a bit further in. Oh, there we go. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll start by just getting a square together. We'll go 4 blocks forward. It allows you to perfectly line up how you want your city to be, which is really good. We'll start with, yeah, okay. So you can see these little squares. These move you on to the zoning system. So you can zone initially low density residential zone, and then you can unlock high density residential zone, commercial, sorry, high density commercial, industrial, high density office zone, okay, and D zone. So we'll start with some houses. Now you've got different options for choosing zones. You can just go ahead and make the entire block like that. You can paint it on with paintbrushes or marquee. So we'll do the marquee to start with. So we'll go ahead and make all these houses. I don't want to build houses too close to the highway because I think noise pollution is something that affects this game, along with other types of pollution. Okay, there we go. So if I make these houses as well, we'll try and keep this middle area here for commercial. So in fact I'm going to go ahead, because the idea of the game is to build your population. So, and each time you hit a milestone you unlock new things. So 500 residents would unlock taxes, loans, garbage, healthcare, etc. And these buildings. And I can't click through to show you what else, but I will do once we get there. So we'll go ahead and make this area fully commercial. So we'll start to see some shops, and actually click the play button so it's not paused. Okay. So we'll speed up time a bit to see what starts to pop up. You'll see houses start to spring up, which is really cool. It's a really nice take on the game. I like the way that it does it. But I'm going to slow down time a bit so things don't get ahead of me. Now what I need to do is provide water and power for this small little town here. It's more of a village than a town, but we'll get there one day. Okay, so start with power. So we can go ahead and start a coal power plant, or the slightly greener option of wind turbines, which I think we'll start with. The darker areas are where the wind blows more heavily, and I believe that's because it's slightly elevated, although only marginally. Okay, so we'll go with 2 to start with. A local power plant is online. Maybe I'll get my TV working again. Wow, we've got 93 people already. They're moving quite quick. People are really excited about green energy, it seems. This is actually quite a good little tool for checking up on your population and seeing how happy they are. Okay, so you have to connect everything up with these power lines. But once you connect up the zones, the power zone to the other zones, that completely provides power, so it'll be underground cables of some sort, I imagine. The next thing is water. So there's a water pumping station and a sewage pumping station, or drainage pipe. Now there's a flow, so if you really want to play about and make your town sick, you can place your sewage pump here and your water pump here so that it filters all the sewage back into people's taps. But we won't do that for now. Maybe if I'm bored one day. A bit sadistic, but who cares? So if we stick that there and stick that down here, gives me the option of putting some more pumping stations in the middle without, like I say, pumping sewage back to the town. So with this, rather than it being a complete zone like the power, you have to actually cover all of your areas with pipes. And as you, lo and behold, there's a space in the middle. Okay, there we go. Now I believe this can connect up just like that, because if you zoom in, you'll see that the two pipes run next to each other, so it's not polluting the water at all. These require power to run, so we'll build pylons down to here, across to here, and okay, so the power icon should, there we go, operating normally. So you can manage all your finances for your town in this tab here. You can take out budgets. I've not unlocked taxes or loans yet, but I will do once we reach 500 population, sorry. And you can increase the budget for your water and power and various other things to increase and decrease efficiency depending on how your cash flow is going. So let's increase the speed and try and get up to 500 people. Now the best way to do that is going to be to expand the town a little bit. So if we bring it out this way, 4 blocks, up 2, and that'll do for now. We'll connect this up here. Now, I said I was going to go for the English town style option, but it's much easier to build it in a grid system for my first city, purely because you can maximize the space, although eventually I will have plenty of space, so it doesn't really matter. But just for getting the feel of the game, we'll start like this. So I'm going to go ahead and make lots and lots of houses. Still good for cash at the moment, although we are losing money. Hopefully that'll go down soon. Okay, so this is a decent chunk of houses we've got going on. People don't have enough power. Oh, okay, so that shut off the power lines. Huh. Okay. Okay, so it can go over the road, it's just I destroyed it with my road building. Okay, so the demand for industry or offices is pretty high. So what I'm going to do is create a little industrial district near my town. Far enough away that it doesn't start to affect people's living, but we can still get a decent amount of jobs going for the population. Okay. And just go ahead and do that, the whole thing. I really like this marquee tool, it makes it a lot easier. So as you can see, buildings and offices, well, not offices actually because I've not unlocked that, but industrial buildings start to spring up, and I need to connect them up with water and power, otherwise they won't work. And we're probably going to need another wind turbine. Okay. It's just really well made, this game. Everything works nicely. It's fun. So much easier than the old SimCities, or to be honest, even the old Cities games themselves, which I did play one a long time ago. Okay. So, this is the start of our little town. Got some houses, industrial district over here, and the commercial district in the middle. Power and water going on. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, a comment, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to hope to put out about a video a week, if not a little bit more, and see how the channel grows. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.